Solid.
Where do you go during the commercials? I was back there in your office looking for you. I couldn't find. And then I went out in the hall. I was looking around for you, and I couldn't find you. Where do you go? You're like Fred now.
I went back to your office to get a fork.
Oh, you must have.
Went to the bathroom.
Oh, is that where you were?
Yeah.
Man, could not find you.
What'd you want?
I wanted to tell you something, but forget it.
Stop chasing me.
Forget it now. I'm never doing that again. That was too much exercise.
Now you're out of breath.
You know where to find me.
Well, if I had known you wanted to say something, I'd have come.
No, it was spur of the moment. I wanted to tell you something. Robin featured on the E! Show tonight. Robin, the new boss. Don't miss tonight's High Energy episode when Robin is put in charge of the staff. I have a nervous breakdown and put Robin in charge. She takes over.
Quit.
Baba Booey quits. Scott Salem refuses to enter the studio. And you'll also see lots of exclusive behind-the-scenes footage, which you couldn't see here on the radio tonight on E! Robin, what's... Oh, by the way, with regard to my last phone call to my first girlfriend, Howard, thanks for hanging the bitch out to Twist in the Wind. She obviously doesn't give a crap about you personally, but she seems pretty goddamn interested about her place in the movie.
Yes, isn't that interesting?
You should call her on a weekly basis and tell her she's in the movie and then not in the movie. Oh. She's too shallow. I'm surprised her name isn't Nancy Sirianni.
Oh.
P.S. F. Timmy's skull.
Oh, jeez. Oh, my God.
Here's another one, Howard. If you married her, she'd be stripping with Fred's wife by now.
I know.
Well, I was in love. I was willing to give myself to her totally. And that's a lot to handle for a woman. Can you imagine the treat sleeping with me? Giving that up?
It sounds...
Sounds incredible. Did you hear her? Yeah, I remember your penis was pretty...
Pretty bad,
Yeah.
Howard. I've never heard an assessment of sex like that.
Sounds like a sensitive girl.
That's why I love my wife.
Yeah, even bad sex is usually pretty good.
No. If I tell you, I remember putting the condom on, and then barely one stroke, and I was done.
Oh.
And it's still like that today. My poor wife. That's why I have to use a vibrator on her.
That's why you should love her.
I do love her. You don't have to tell me why.
Up with that. Poor
That's right. I do love her. In fact, I remember afterwards when I was with this girl the first time, I said, oh, that was, how was the sex? How was it? And she says, that shouldn't even be called sex. I remember those words, yeah.
They still ring in your ears.
It should be called something else. Sex is like when you feel something.
Like you're having a good time.
Yeah. Boy, and she had a hot little body, that one. I got so excited that I couldn't hold back. Floodgates open. And I used to be with myself 2 or 3 times before she'd come over.
And still.
Yeah.
That
I'm
was
talking
all
about
you could do.
If she was coming over to my house, it was like 1 o'clock in the afternoon, I would be with myself like 2 times.
Right. That's
before 1 o'clock, and I would still be fast. Fast on the draw. Jeez. Yeah. Jeez is right.
Pretty bad.
I need to be drained at least 5 times in order for me to hold out.
Ooh.
And you never do that, so you never hold out.
No, never hold out. I go, oh, this feels too good. Oh. And I apologize. Sorry. I am sorry.
That's how you end every sex encounter?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I apologize. I am sorry. Aren't you supposed to do that? I am sorry.
Oh, my.
Forgive me. Forgive me for not bringing you any pleasure. What's in the news, Robin? Anything good?
Yeah, lots of good things, as a matter of fact.
Like,
of course, the fact that there was this big fight this weekend between...
my wife made the news again?
No.
Oh.
Mike Tyson and Frank Bruno. Neither one of them look like you.
Yeah, I saw the fight.
And they're now saying Mike Tyson is back because he has the title again. He is a heavyweight champion. I forget which division. It was a WBC, I think, that put that fight on.
How can there not be any other good fighters? Like, they say Riddick Bowe's pretty good.
No, he's not.
He's not?
No, he's not great either.
Wow. So who's there for him to fight?
Nobody.
Because you know how they say he's just fighting guys who are losers? Who's a winner that he could fight?
The guys who are fighting now, Holyfield's over.
Yeah.
He doesn't have it anymore. Riddick Bowe has never been a great boxer and doesn't have the skills it would take to defeat Mike Tyson. And Lennox Lewis, he doesn't have it either.
Wow.
None of it. A British boxer should only fight other British guys. They don't know how to fight.
Yeah, did you notice that? Like Frank Bruno had these other fights where they went 12 rounds.
Yeah.
Well,
But the point is, I mean, did you see how he was boxing? He stands straight up. He throws a punch, leaves himself completely open.
Fights like Fred.
So he doesn't have any skills.
Right.
To fight a guy like Mike Tyson who has, a number of different punches and he's, tenacious and powerful. He doesn't even know how to get away from Mike Tyson.
But with all the angry black guys in the world, you mean there's nobody on the way up?
Nope.
Wow.
The heavyweight division is it's a sparse division.
I wish I could fight.
It has been for a number of years now that there's really not a lot of competition out there. And Mike Tyson hit so hard. I mean, I saw it on Frank Bruno's face, too.
Yeah.
You get hit by Mike once, you never want him to hit you again.
Right.
So that's why he immediately stopped fighting and started covering up every time Mike hit him.
So, if there's any angry black guys that want to fight,
there's a job out there.
There's a job, man.
Waiting to be filled.
$30 million a fight. Get in there. I see all these guys on the street. They look like they could take Tyson.
Nobody gives him a good fight.
No one. Don King might have to just sit and box him. Don King will kill you.
That must be some punch, though, that makes people so scared they can't fight anymore.
Yeah.
I've seen guys who actually look like they knew how to fight, and they've been hit before, but they just never have been hit like that.
Bruno was hyperventilating and everything. He knew he was
Did you see him at the very beginning? Before the fight started, I knew he had lost.
Yeah.
Because he couldn't even catch his breath.
No, he was
scared to death.
He just had to keep thinking $6 million.
Yeah. That's why you go. But you know you're not going to win.
Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty kind of sad.
Because it could be more money if you won. And I wondered why he even agreed to have the fight.
I just thought it was weird that Tommy Morrison was one of the announcers and nobody brought up his aides.
I thought it was weird that they asked Tommy Morrison to announce the fight and he couldn't talk.
He did okay after, but during the fight he had trouble. He was okay, but damn.
I know more about boxing than he does, apparently. They said to him, "Tell me, what does Mike Tyson have to do to win this fight?" I guess get in the ring.
Yeah. Guess he was right.
And what does Frank Bruno have to do to get in a fight? Well, I think he has to fight.
I was a hero to my daughter. My daughter said, but she couldn't watch the fight. I had to tape it for her because by the time the fight came on, I wanted her to go to bed.
It was late when they finally got on, yeah.
She says, will this be a good fight? I said, no, it'll last 2 rounds. In the second round, Mike Tyson will punch this guy out. I was pretty close.
Third round was when it happened, yeah.
Yeah, so she was impressed with that.
And the second round, he almost had it.
Yeah, he would have had him if the guy kept hugging him.
Yeah.
That's a cool way to fight.
Finally, the referee even got pissed. He said, I'm fouling you, guy. I'm taking points away. Come out and fight.
Yeah. It's weird because he's a pretty big guy and everything,
But
just couldn't get it together.
I don't know. They don't know how to teach boxing in Great Britain.
No, they don't.
Those guys just don't know how to fight.
And their blacks speak too proper. You can't speak that proper and be angry and win a fight.
Well, I said that on Friday. It always sounds like you're going to get beat up when you start speaking in that British accent.
Hello, I want to fight Mike Tyson. It's like, shut up. No, you're not. And you see all those drunken Brits sitting in the audience, like
crazy.
cheering him on?
Yeah.
They actually believed he was going to win. They put money on him.
5,000 people came over.
Yeah. For a 2-second fight. The girls were the best part. They had actual women boxing each other.
That I never understood that women could be that exciting to watch fight.
Yeah, they were good. It was hard to watch, but it was a good fight.
And they just kept, I thought somebody would quit. When the blood started flying all over the place, I thought surely somebody's going to quit. But they taped up her nose and she came back.
Yeah. They're not pussies like Bruno.
Yeah, and, she knew she was going to get hit in the nose again.
Yep.
That's amazing.
That guy Bruno, that's a butler. That's not a fighter. When you speak like that, that's a guy you hire to, serve silver. Polish the silver.
Maybe that's what he'll do now, because he should never get into a boxing ring again.
Cheerio. Where is the fight? You want black guys to sound like, that kind of black guy.
And did you see who hugged Mike as soon as he finished the fight? He's walking down that tunnel and out into wherever their dressing rooms are. The first person to run up to him was Tupac
Amy Lynn?
Shakur.
Oh, yeah, I saw Tupac Shakur. Yeah.
I said, what is this? They got all the ex-felons?
Yeah. How did he get it? I thought he was supposed to be in jail.
No, he's jumping all over Mike, hugging him.
I like when Mike Tyson walks in. He's got, guys in derbies.
Oh, they're all dressed up, yeah.
Yeah, black guys
and
all decked out.
Did you notice the chains go over the tie?
Yeah, what's going on?
I don't know.
Who are these dressed up black guys?
Did you hear what they were screaming?
Yeah, Mike's number 1.
No.
What?
Allah Akbar!
Oh, is that it?
Yeah.
Oh.
And they just run through the whole screaming.
Allah Akbar?
Allah Akbar!
They're
I don't know
Muslims?
what that means. They just scream that out, the top of their lungs as they're running toward the ring.
Allah Akbar. Yeah, he's into that whole Muslim thing.
Right.
I love my wife and my kids.
I don't know if I'm going to be in this game much longer, because I'm really getting into my kids. Mikey Jr.
Yeah. That means he goes home after these fights, has all this money, and doesn't know what to do with it. He just stares at the kids.
He's playing with his children.
Yeah. Waiting for the next fight. Empty life. Nothing to do. No hobbies.
Mikey Jr., Keisha.
Yeah. He doesn't sit home and read or enjoy anything. Watch TV. He just sits and waits for the next fight.
Watch cartoons.
Yeah, cartoons. Cartoons. I like to watch cartoons. What is it?
Actually, it's Allah Akbar, and it means praise to Allah.
Allah Akbar. Allah Akbar, Tom.
You ever see those in the old...
Boy, that's a nasty cut you got on your chin.
I know.
Were you in a
What
fight?
did he do?
You need a cut man.
He fought one of those girls, I think.
Yeah, Tom was fighting one of those girls.
I need to go to your shaving system.
Yeah, what are you using?
The
What are you using?
DIC letter.
Oh, man, don't get... I'm telling you, man, my
Isn't
neck
that
is...
funny? Because now Tom has a nick today. The other day I saw Eddie, our sales manager.
Oh, Eddie.
Yeah, with a big toilet
He
paper
had a
glob.
roll of toilet paper
It looked
stuck
like
on
he
his face.
stabbed himself.
Yeah, like OJ got in a hold of him in a board meeting.
Really?
It was unbelievable that, I'm telling you, my neck has been saved. I'll give this again. That's a free plug. I don't care. Gillette Sensor and Clinique shaving cream, man. The combo is nasty, man. I don't get... Look at me. I don't have a nick. I just shaved Sunday. I was like...
Let's see,
Look.
No, look at you.
Nothing.
Absolutely.
I used to be all red and blotchy.
Yep.
Lose the Bic. Bic got the lowest rating in that consumer guide.
Robin's saying that.
Yeah.
So...
Anyway, if you remember in Lawrence of Arabia, that's what they used to yell as they were going off the battle.
Allah Akbar.
Allah Akbar.
Allah
And they were
Akbar.
screaming something that sounded like that. And I said, wait a minute, let me prick up my ears. What are they yelling?
Well, it must work. Guy won. Allah Akbar. And don't you have the feeling when you watch him that all $30 million are going to be pissed away?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, don't you have a feeling he has no money?
I have a feeling that he doesn't know where that money goes the moment after he wins the fight.
Right. He's just like, did Don King bring on the next opponent?
They tell him, Mike, anything you want, just tell us.
Right.
And then they keep all the money.
Yeah, don't you feel like Don King must be getting a fortune off all this? Just,
Wait, well, he's standing. Have you ever seen a bigger smile?
Yeah, right.
He's singing the national anthem with the two guys because he is so happy.
Every time he says, God bless America, I want to punch the screen.
He really believes this is the greatest country in the world.
It is.
Where else could I be?
Oh, man.
So it's amazing because every fighter there is working for him.
Right.
He's not taking a punch.
When my grandpa went senile, my dad just, my grandpa used to scream, where's all my money? Where's all my money? And my grandfather had no money. He was a pants presser.
Yeah.
So my dad went to the bank and got a bank book and filled it out and wrote $3 million in it. Right. And he said, here, Pop, $3 million. We got all your money. And my grandfather looked at it and he goes, oh, okay. I know there's a bank book with $50 million in it that Don King must have, handed to Mike Tyson. I know it. I just would like to see the accounting work on this. I'm rich, Don. I got $50 million. $50 million says it right here in my passbook. That's right. God bless America.
But he looked like he was enjoying himself,
Mike
Tyson. So I figure he's back in the fight game.
Yeah. But, it's like really funny when you watch this thing because it's Don King Productions presents, and all the announcers who are professional announcers are afraid to say anything bad about the fight, they're afraid to say that this isn't a good fight or anything.
Well, I think that's the thing about HBO. When they were with HBO, that Larry Merchant used to say, this is a rotten fight. That guy shouldn't be in there. And guess what? They're not with HBO anymore.
Because it's a Don King production. So what else is in the news?
So anyway, here's Iron Mike after the fight.
Iron Mike.
He is Iron Mike.
He is. I'm not fighting him. Here's the one man who can even kick my ass.
He rules.
He rules. He's the man.
We worked hard. My team worked hard. I'm just happy to be here.
Team Tyson.
I can't follow a speech after Don King. I'm not righteous, and I tell a few lies every now and then, so what he says, forget that.
I don't know what Don King said, but if he's more eloquent than you, you should be quiet.
Right.
And here is Frank Bruno.
I had a little bit of problem. You see, the guy sounds like a butler.
It was a level of disappointment because, like, you know what I mean? Like, I was a champion. I felt much more confident. I tried my best, but at the end of the day, my best wasn't good enough.
You know, it was weird after the fight. They said to him, well, what do you think of Tyson? He was like, oh, he was all right. You know,
well,
it was like,
what's a guy going to say?
Well, you say, you know what, I got my ass whipped. Yeah, I mean, what do you mean he was all right? The guy just knocked you out in a second. He just beat the hell out of him. He's like, well, he didn't do that good. And I was like, sure he did.
He must have been pretty good. He beat me.
Yeah. I can't even compliment him. God.
So, anyway, is there any more? I don't have my list in front of me. Any more Frank Bruno?
Hold on. I don't think so,
that's it. Okay, so let's go on now.
All right.
Did you see Christopher Darden's interview with Barbara Walters?
I certainly did. I was trying to watch through your eyes.
Oh, please. Why are you watching through my eyes?
You know, I want to say something about the interview.
Yes, go ahead, because I didn't see the whole thing.
I saw the whole thing.
The second part of it.
Christopher Darden is a spectacular human being. Not a good human being, a spectacular human being. And everything he said to Barbara Walters was so honest and so forthright.
Well, that's the assessment I got from almost everyone I talked to, that they thought he was incredibly frank and honest. Yeah,
he was great. It was refreshing because he wasn't hung up on race or anything. He just said, look, this is a murder case, and here's what happened. And Lance Ito's a jerk-off. And O.J.'s a complete asswipe. And,
well, not in these terms.
Yeah, and he just basically laid it out.
Yeah.
And he didn't get into, hey, I banged Marcia Clark 9 billion times. He didn't get into all that. And everything he said was so refreshing because it was so honest and not covered up and not holding anything back.
No image spinning.
And he is the tragic figure in all of this, as I've often said, that here is a guy who has accomplished so much. They showed his parents. You can see two lovely people who really put some effort into raising this guy, and they were like so proud of him. And they, the mother was even saying, "I don't care what other people think." And
right now, her son is castigated for being able to do something very well.
Yeah. Anytime you get a guy, and this used to happen when I went to high school in the black community. Anytime you got a guy who did well in school, he was a chump. He was a jerk. He wasn't. He wasn't rewarded for.
He's a sellout.
He was a sellout. They would say you're acting white. And here's a guy who just, against all odds becomes an attorney. He conducted himself very well throughout that trial, quite frankly. People said, well, he didn't do a good job. Of course he did a good job. He was in a trial. He couldn't win.
Look at what they handed him.
Yeah. So I think he's great. I thought he was terrific, quite frankly. I got a lot of admiration for that guy.
Well, I told him that when I talked to him.
Thank
you. I said, you ought to do the show. Howard had some very nice things to say about you.
He probably didn't hear a word you said. He probably had that big lump in his pants.
Right, that cuts off your hearing.
Ready to skewer you. It does cut off your hearing. You don't have one.
Let's move on to my other buddy, Dennis Rodman.
Yeah.
He got into all kinds of trouble this weekend. They were playing the New Jersey Nets.
Don't you think you're being a little shallow? All your boyfriends only get to do the news?
I do. News about only people who date me, take me to dinner.
Is that because you can relate to them?
No, actually, it's because they make the news.
Go ahead. What did Dennis Rodman do?
As a matter of fact, Chris Darden's on the cover of Think Newsweek this week.
I'm on the cover of George.
Very good.
There you go.
I hate to leave you out.
Hey, well, I thought I'd get a mention. Go ahead.
Anyway, Dennis Rodman is now daring the NBA to suspend him. He was in a game with the New Jersey Nets on Saturday.
Yes.
He got called for a technical foul for something he said to another player. Then he got into words with the referee, or the what do they call those guys with their striped shirts?
Referee.
Oh, okay. And there's a question. Nobody knows exactly what happened. Either he touched his crotch outside his pants and said, "This is for you," or "You want some of this?" Or
is that how he approached you?
Or he put his hands in his pants and said, "Do you want me to play like this?" With no hands. Obviously, he was saying. And I guess he got slapped with another technical or something, and then he headbutted the referee.
That's so rude.
So that meant he was ejected from the game. But before that, he ripped off his shirt. Everybody was like, well, where's this going to go? Is he going to get completely naked? He's ripping off clothing. People are holding him. And then they finally just got him out of there.
Right.
So, of course, everybody expects that the NBA has to do something. You cannot allow a player to start physically manhandling the referee.
Yeah, headbutting a referee.
He's got to be made an example of. So here's Dennis Rodman threatening the NBA to do something to him.
You got Charles Barkley can cuss a referee out by the time he get out of his bed until he goes home and make love to his wife, and then he won't say anything to him. But if I do anything, just go look at a referee, damn, he's thinking I'm trying to cuss him out, I'll do something to him. You know, the hell with that. I mean, just getting rid of ridiculous. You know, I've been a good boy. What do you think?
He's a pisser.
I know. Here he is again. Try to make some sense out of it.
Right. I'm a good boy. What do you think? That's good, man.
There's more of him.
Yeah, what is it? Which one did I just play?
I don't know.
All right, hold on. Okay, got it.
I butted him, I butted him. Suspend me. Rod Thorne, David Stern, suspend me, okay? You guys are so big, suspend me.
Don't do that, Dennis. Don't go there. Don't do it.
He's drawing the line in the sand. He's making it impossible for them to do anything else.
Yep.
Meanwhile, there's Michael Jordan. There's the whole team. What are they doing? They're trying to have, like, this incredible season where they win 70 games or something.
Right.
Scottie Pippen is already out.
Right.
So they're playing shorthanded anyway. Michael Jordan winds up having to do now everything.
Uh-oh.
He has to rebound, he has to score, because nobody else is there. And they did wind up winning the game, but Michael says, you know, this is too much for even me. I can't play every position. I got to have some teammates. So he has some advice for Dennis Rodman.
You must somehow limit your outbursts. You have to limit certain things that you do so that, you know, you're not so much of a target. If you're being looked at, that means you have to walk a straight line. And I think he's having a tough time walking a straight line.
Good advice.
Yeah, walk that line. And here is Rod Thorne. He happened to be at the game. This is the NBA president of operations. They asked him to assess the situation.
He got a technical. He reacted to it. Was, running around the floor. All of a sudden, he goes back over and there's a conversation with the referee. And what he did or did not do there, I'm not sure. And but after that, we will we'll investigate it and determine what we're going to do.
The NBA says they will be discussing this situation today to determine what action should be taken against Dennis Rodman.
Love to be in on that meeting. What do those guys care? They'll suspend them.
Could get up to 5 days. But, the point is that it's a difficulty for the team. Like I said, Scottie Pippen's trying to recover from an injury.
They could use him.
Yeah, they need all the help they can get. If they're going to have this magnificent season, they need everybody to be playing, and they need them to be able to control themselves on the court, because now, there are going to be guys trying to intimidate Dennis to get himself thrown out of the game.
I'd like to see Michael Jordan play the Knicks alone. Think he'd win? I bet you he could. All right, we're going to take a break. We'll be back with more news right after this.
You're listening to The Howard Stern Show. 97.1, The Eagle.
Say, Wolf, where is my Wolf jeans?
Let's return
Hey, Wolf.
to The Howard
Give me some
Show.
Wolf.
I'm the Wolfiest Wolf. You were saying?
Play number 2.
Play number 2?
Mm-hmm.
Just one of those bits where you play the sound and then you talk about it?
And then I want you to pot it down a little bit. I'll talk over it.
Okay, cool. Sounds like you put some thought into this.
It's a long way to Tipperary.
Yeah, I'm potting down.
Yes. It was St. Patrick's Day this weekend, Howard.
All the drunken Irishmen out in front of Robin's apartment.
They poured into my neighborhood and drove.
Did you actually tape this in front of your apartment?
And they stood in lines outside the bars.
Did they?
Like you can't find beer anywhere else.
All the bums.
It's amazing. And there's trash all up and down Fifth Avenue today. There's nothing but garbage.
There's not enough beer in the world to make that soundtrack sound like music.
But anyway, it was St. Patrick's Day this weekend. I guess the police take this as like their personal holiday or something.
Yeah.
Because all of these police officers get all dressed up in their best uniforms and march in the parade.
Yeah,
and
well.
they're saying that, this was a particularly sad parade for them this year because, of course, they have a lot of bagpipes along the route, and even though they're playing happy songs, it reminds them that there was going to be a cop funeral coming up. Today, a police officer was shot and killed.
Nothing.
at the end of last week.
Nothing ever sounds happy on those bagpipes.
Well, that's what the cop. I'm just telling you what they said. That that day the bagpipes reminded them that they were going to be at a cop funeral soon, and that was only one. Something really bizarre happened over the weekend. One police officer who was attending a Black 47 concert at the Academy.
Who's Black 47?
It's this Irish group.
Yeah.
And they're very popular among police, from what I understand. They were playing at the Academy, and a police officer was waving his gun around. Another cop came over to him and was trying to tell him to put the gun away.
Yeah.
And he said, "It's all right, I'm a cop," and then he put the gun to his head and blew his brains out. Also hitting a couple of people who were at the concert behind him, 2 women. One was the wife of a band member. The other one was the wife of the road manager, and they wound up having to be taken to the hospital to be treated for minor injuries as a result of being hit with the bullet the cop shot himself with. The cop, of course, died.
This guy was there.
Yeah, hello.
Hey, dude.
Hey.
This is Rodney.
What's going on? Yeah.
Hi, Rodney.
Yeah.
So you were at the Black 47 concert?
Yeah, I was at the show. The first band was Bleeding Tulips, and then they went off, Black 47.
How ironic, Bleeding Tulips.
And Black 47.
Exactly.
What is that, like Irish rock?
Yeah, Irish rock band.
Hey, how come I'm not hip to them?
I don't know, they're new. They just came out.
Bleeding
Tulips, yeah. And Black 47, man, they've been around for a couple of years.
Everyone says how great Black 47 is.
Yeah.
You never hear of them except when they play on St. Patrick's Day.
You know, Black 47 is like one of those bands that other rock stars tell you they're a great band.
Yeah?
Bono says they're great, and Timothy Hutton follows them around.
I'll have to check it out. Timothy Hutton, that's what his job is? He follows them around?
That's what he does now.
Cool.
He gave up acting.
So, from what I read in the newspaper, they're saying that it wasn't even a suicide. What happened was, the guy had the clip pulled out of his Glock.
Yeah.
When you have your clip out of your gun, that means it can't fire. It's not loaded. But what happened was he must have.
There's still
it was a live round.
In the chamber.
Yeah, but there's always one in the chamber. But on some guns, if you pull out the clip, it doesn't allow you to fire. That's the safety.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Supposedly.
Yeah, but they're thinking that I'm a gun expert. In fact.
Yeah, you sound like one, a Glock and a clip.
Well, when you pull the clip out, it acts as a safety. You shouldn't be able to pull the trigger.
You should not be able to fire the bullet in the chamber.
That's right.
Well, somebody messed up.
A lot of guns are like that. A lot of automatic guns, even a 32 or something. You pull out the clip.
You got to have the clip in.
Yeah, this is right.
Fire.
This makes me sound masculine. Yeah. When you pull the clip out of your Glock, it should lock, man. Jesus Christ.
Because I thought, it sounded like the guy was having a good time.
Yeah.
One wonders why.
Everybody at that place is bomb.
Yeah. I mean, I take my guns and put them to my head all the time, but I always have the clip out.
But they did say that, they thought that alcohol might have something to do with this.
Yeah. Has something to do with just about everything. So anyway, you were at the concert.
Were you near this?
I was downstairs, and all of a sudden, they were playing like their last number called Rockin' the Bronx. It was the encore, and all of a sudden I heard a loud bang, and I said to my girlfriend, "Man, what the hell was that?" Then she said to me, "I don't know. It sounded like a firecracker or something." And all of a sudden I heard people saying somebody got shot upstairs, so I ran upstairs to look.
Are you a cop?
Get up now.
Oh.
And I got upstairs, and I saw him laying there up on the balcony part between the seats, and he was covered in blood. Then I saw the other 2 people laying there also who got shot.
Because when you get shot, you start to think, oh, my God, it's a lot worse than it is. Because one person got shot in the hand.
Yeah, they were all freaking out.
Yeah, they were shocked.
They didn't even know they had gotten shot, though.
Really?
Yeah, because, who knows somebody's shooting?
The bullet went through the guy's head, it went through someone's hand, and then went through into another woman's hip.
Yeah, that was the singer's
wife.
Wife, yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
Exactly.
And everyone's confused by the Kennedy assassination. Oh, conspiracy.
Yeah,
no,
right.
Conspiracy. Bullets do weird things.
But I heard the guy who was married to the woman who got shot in the hand saying, my wife didn't even know she was shot. She just felt this pain in her hand.
Yeah.
And then she looked down, it was covered in blood.
Right. So all you saw was the body, huh?
Yeah. I looked upstairs and I seen it. Then the next thing I knew, I turned around and there's all these cops yelling, "Get the hell out of here. Get out of the way." EMT workers
and they
upstairs,
cut the concert.
they're trying to...
They cut the concert?
Yeah.
Trying to
pay good money for that concert.
They made them stop playing because the band didn't know what was going on.
I heard the band kept playing, and they said, hey, this is a disturbance. We better keep playing or there'll be a riot.
Like a bar.
They kept playing, but then they turned the lights on, and And then they cut them off eventually.
Yeah.
I've been to a lot of concerts. The best thing I ever saw was a guy peeing in the hall.
Oh, you never seen a guy take one of those tumbles out of the balcony?
I saw a guy once fall out of a balcony.
Yeah,
everybody's they always land okay for some reason.
Get up and walk away.
Yeah, it's like no big deal.
I was at a rap show once in the city, too, and I was like the only white guy there, and I definitely thought I was going to get killed there.
Yeah.
You like living on the wild side, don't you?
You're pretty nutty. All right, dude, thanks.
All right, thanks a lot.
Rodney.
You're great.
Thank you, you're great.
Yep, take it easy.
Thanks for calling.
Meanwhile, you heard about this cop who was shot last week. He was trying to catch a bunch of guys who were, I forget the story, were they carjacking or something? And he
got
started
shot.
running after them, and then he got shot and killed. And this all happened in the Bronx. And the DA in the Bronx doesn't like the death penalty. So there's a big question as to whether they're going to go for the death penalty in that case or not. The new death penalty law that you helped to get enacted.
Yep.
Doesn't it say that, for shooting a cop, you can get the death penalty?
Yep.
But they don't know if this DA, since he's the anti-death penalty, will go for it.
What do you want?
Got a New York City cop to explain the whole Glock.
Conspiracy?
This officer and I will be able to wrap guns. This is Howard's Gun Corner. Hello, officer.
Hello, how you doing, Howard?
Okay.
I just want to let you know that our Glock that were issued, if you pull out the magazine, the weapon will fire if there's a round in the chamber.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it doesn't have that safety.
But I am right. I mean, like on some guns, you can pull out the clip and then it acts as a safety.
Well, some guns are made that way, right, correct, but not the ones we have.
Wonder why they don't have that on every gun. Especially for cops, like if you pull out...
somebody should tell the cops if they don't.
Well, yeah, because, the guy didn't remember he had one in the chamber. Most guys keep track of that.
Yeah.
See, what happens is when you put a clip in a gun, it puts one in the chamber.
I understand.
And you want that because you don't want
when you pull out the clip, the bullet stays in the chamber.
Yeah, so he probably thought he emptied the chamber. Am I right, officer?
Actually, not quite. When you put the clip in the gun, it doesn't put it around the chamber. You have to cock it back, and pull the slide back, and then forward. It'll put one in the chamber.
Yeah, but everyone always walks around with one in the chamber because you don't want to be pulling your clip back when you're in the middle of a situation.
To properly unload it, though, you would have to take out the magazine and then eject the round.
Right.
And then, of course, you stick your finger and make sure everything is clear.
Well, yeah, probably what they're thinking is because he was probably inebriated. He wasn't thinking real clearly about his gun.
Hey, what do you think? You think it was a suicide, or you think it was an intentional, or do you think it was like unintentional?
Well, I'm not sure. It's possible that it could have been an accident. That happens quite a bit.
Because he said the guy was pretty upbeat. It wasn't like he was one of those cops who was walking around all depressed and stuff.
Yeah, you don't go to a concert to do that.
Yeah, you do that at home.
No, but we don't know what was going on in his life or his situation. But it's possible it could have been an accident. He took out the magazine and...
Magazine, that's cool. Magazine. I like that. I got to say.
How many issues you get in that magazine?
What do you get, about 7 in there?
No, it's more than that.
What do you get?
It will hold 15.
Ooh.
Super. Ever empty an entire magazine into a guy?
Never.
And probably haven't even pulled your gun, have you?
Hopefully you'll be able to do that soon.
No, hopefully I won't have to.
It's so frustrating to carry around a gun, not be able to kill people. Poor cops.
That's not our job, to stop, not kill.
It should be your job. I'm telling you. There's plenty of people that...
No, it should be my job.
No, that's up to the judges now.
Well, thanks, officer.
All right, thank you, Howard.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yes, Kevin Gillespie was killed in a shootout last week. And that's what I was saying before, that he was in this gun battle with 3 paroled convicts. So all of these guys had records, had done time, and then got out. And they were stealing a BMW. This cop saw what was going on, tried to stop it, and wound up getting into a shootout with these guys, and he got killed. The Bronx District Attorney, Robert Johnson, showed up yesterday when they were doing some memorial service or something and gave his condolences to the family, but refused to say whether he'll go for the death penalty or not.
Definitely should.
A lot of people are also concerned that these were all paroled guys who were getting into this kind of trouble, wondering what's going on. Our 911 system must be becoming a joke. They say now that we put in a new system and that thousands of people now get put on hold when they call 911.
Yeah, you know why?
Why?
Most people who just need some info are calling 911. Half the people they determined are just confused and think it's 411 or asking for telephone information. Other people are calling up and going like, we're looking for a police officer to come down and...
That's on the people side.
Yeah.
That's where mistakes are being made. But they're also saying this new system backs up, and thousands of people wind up being put on hold, whereas the old system, only hundreds of people would be on hold. Now it's up to thousands, and you can be on hold for up to 8 minutes at a time sometimes.
Yeah.
So
what
much
you're saying
for
is
emergency.
Yeah, right. Don't count on
But
it.
you wonder, how many emergencies do we have in this city a day?
Oh, please. Everyone's out of control in this city. We got a whole situation.
It would seem to me that you shouldn't be calling 911 all that much.
No, we got a situation with our poor, mostly poor people who just are completely out of control and pissed off. They're watching too much television and they're getting ideas that they should all be rich and have lots of cool junk that they see on TV. And they're going out marauding and getting married and breaking up and having illegitimate kids. In the old days, poor immigrants would come over and they all wanted to fit in, so they all tried to even act upscale, even though they were living like the Cramdens. But now, we can't even control it. It's out of control. I'm getting out of here.
Where are you going?
I don't know, but I'm getting out. You're coming with me.
Well, all I know, it just seems to me there's an awful lot of emergencies in this town. We ought to try to calm that down instead of worrying about the phone system.
I called the suicide prevention the other day. I got a joke tape on hold.
Patrick Buchanan is relieved by an announcement from Colin Powell this weekend. Powell says he's also not a candidate for vice president. Bob Dole had been intimating that he might ask Colin Powell to join him on the ticket, but Powell says no, he doesn't even want to be considered for that for right now. So they're all still out on the, well, they're all. It's only Pat Buchanan and Bob Dole now still out on the campaign trail. There'll be primaries in Illinois, Ohio, Wisconsin, and Michigan tomorrow. If Dole were to win all of those, that will put him up to 747 delegates to the Republican nomination. The number needed to capture the nomination is 996, so that puts him within a whisper, a hair's breadth, if you will, of the nomination.
What kind of hair? The pubic hair or?
Meanwhile, over the weekend, he was he keeps going like to the places where he got that arm fixed up.
Yeah.
Like last week he went to the hospital, and this past weekend he was reunited with the widow of the doctor who operated on him 7 times.
Guy did a great job. Arm's totally useless.
Oh, come on. There was a different time.
I
Probably
guess.
did the best he could.
Probably used crude tools.
In Great Britain, they are also...
Did you see they painted Bob Dole's hand green for St. Patty's? Did you see that?
No.
Yeah.
That didn't happen.
It sure did. There was a big shamrock on there. Shamrock.
Came here and
a
got
big shamrock in my hand.
They're still grieving in Great Britain over the deaths of 16 children and their teacher, cut down by the bullets of a vengeful misfit last weekend. The funerals start today. Queen Elizabeth was in the town of Dunblane yesterday to offer the country's condolences. She put a wreath at the gate of the school.
Could have all been prevented.
With a simple card which read, "With deepest sympathy, Elizabeth R."
Anybody who has a history of pedophilia, and we know about it, should be executed. It never would have happened.
Well, do you realize what's going on here? We have enacted these Megan's laws in a number of different communities now. The first, of course, being New Jersey, where this young girl Megan was from. And now we have judges who are blocking the order to notify communities that these guys are back.
These judges are despicable. I'll tell you why. Because everyone's discussing everyone's rights and all this stuff, but kids are innocent and they're 5 years old. They have nobody looking out for them. We all say we're worried about kids. The FCC says they're worried about kids. Everyone, the preachers.
I quite frankly don't care about the rights of a person who would do that.
Yeah, me neither. And the point is that when you have little kids, who's going to protect them? If we don't protect them, who is? And all this crap about the radio is ruining the kids. That's all crap. These guys, these politicians are all
garbage. When you really get down to it, something that's really dangerous we want to do nothing about.
All these abortion nuts, instead of going out and trying to help the kids who are alive and protect them with Megan's Law and all that other stuff, instead of doing that, they're busy worrying about these fetuses. Forget the fetuses. Worry about who's on the planet.
Didn't we hear some story about a church group that took up with this woman because she got pregnant?
Yeah.
by somebody, and then, you know, they took care of her until she was 6 months pregnant, and they knew she couldn't get an abortion, and then they dumped her like a hot potato.
Yeah, they're nuts. They're abortion nuts. They're nuts. They're not thinking. They're not rational. But anyway, let's I'm so much preaching. I don't want to get into preaching because I don't want to give you a reason why.
Darryl Strawberry could be broke.
Come on.
Yeah, you were sitting there, you know, you're talking about Mike Tyson. Well, this is sort of a similar situation. Darryl Strawberry is in court again because an ex-wife is demanding payments of some back child support, totaling about $100,000 or more. And the lawyers for the children or the wife, the ex-wife, and Darryl Strawberry's lawyers got into a shouting match in the halls of the courtroom after they had gone to some kind of a hearing, and the lawyer finally shouted to the wife, "He's flat broke." What part of that don't you understand?
It's hard to believe.
Now, the wife is saying over the past 2 years, Darryl's been paid about $6 million.
Yeah, where'd it go?
He couldn't possibly be flat broke. So now they're trying to get a hold of his finances and determine exactly what's going on with Darryl Strawberry and his money.
I told my wife I'm flat broke. She doesn't believe it.
I don't blame her. Keep looking for the cash. Lisa Marie Presley has...
What's funny is that's like Mike Tyson being flat broke. You know, that'll happen one day, too. What's even funnier is when those guys go flat broke, they actually have to take a job, and it's always an embarrassing job. It's like working at a car dealership.
Right.
Like Darryl Strawberry at a car dealership.
Like hanging out just to meet the people who come through.
Yeah. Selling cars.
Or being a greeter at a casino.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you ever see when...
If they're lucky. Yeah.
Remember how embarrassing it was when Willie Mays was like 60 years old? He used to do those commercials for some car dealership in Westchester.
Yeah.
It was really bad.
Hi, this is Willie
Mays. Just a local car dealership, and he had to act like the guy was his best friend.
Yeah. Put his arm around him and junk.
He was like chubby, you know, he put on a couple of pounds.
You couldn't even tell it was Willie.
No, he's all puffy.
Willie Mays. Anything else, Robin?
Yes, Lisa Marie Presley has sat down for an interview with Vogue magazine.
Big deal. She's an illiterate. Not an illiterate, but she sounds like one.
Basically, she says that she's built a studio in her home.
Yeah, well, with Elvis's money, why not?
And she's in the music. You know, she wants to get into the music business.
She should buy a record company.
Singer, and she describes her sound. You want to know what Lisa Marie's sound is, don't you?
Yeah, you got it?
No, I don't have it, but I can describe it to you. She says that her sound is a cross between Tracy Chapman and Alanis Morissette.
So two pretty good singers.
And writers.
Yeah.
These women write and sing.
It's pretty high praise for somebody.
That's some heavy-duty talent she's comparing herself to.
That's pretty high praise for somebody who hasn't put out an album yet, and who probably could if she had any talent.
Why couldn't Lisa Marie get a record contract?
I'll tell you why. Want to know why?
Why?
Because her singing is a cross between a piece of chalk and a blackboard. All right?
But there are other people in the music industry who can't sing.
Here's some Lisa Marie now. All right.
What is that? I don't know. And Birdcage was #1 at the box office again this past weekend. That's the new Robin Williams, Nathan Lane movie. Here's a clip of the #1 film this weekend.
Wow. I didn't think this movie was going to make any money.
I went to see it. I would say the first part of the movie, not very funny. Second part of the movie, very funny.
There you go.
I have a message for the American president. I am in control of Flight 343.
Sir, I don't think this is a hostage. What are you talking
Birdcage.
A shipment of the nerve toxin EC5.
Are you saying nerve gas is on board?
Yes, sir, I am.
That's executive decision.
This is Birdcage clip. That's our engineer. How do you hear that and say that's a Birdcage clip? Really?
What's the difference? It sounded like Robin Williams being a gay guy to me.
He is an amazing guy back there. Oh, and that Einstein manuscript that was supposed to be put on sale and was supposed to be such a valuable item, they thought it would go for, I don't know, $6 or $7 million. The bids never got above, I think, $3 million. And the guy who actually owns it said the minimum bid had to be at least 3.3, so it was not sold.
Einstein's what?
his manuscript of the discovering E equals MC squared. You know, he's writing it all out. It was a handwritten
$3 million. Wow. $3 million. Who wants that?
Somebody did, but not enough to get it away from its current owner. I guess people are more interested in Jackie O junk.
Yeah.
than
Jackie O junk sale. Einstein junk.
So that's what's happening.
All right, very good, Robin. And Jackie the Jokeman wants to remind all of you that you must get his very funny 2-hour video, his Wild Game Stump the Joke Man, $15, $4 shipping and handling. Spring special, buy 2, get 1 free. Call 1-800-323-KING this Friday, March 22 at the Stress Factory. It's Jackie in New Brunswick, New Jersey, with Jake Thomas on keyboards. For Jokeland's web address and Sergeant Pecker info, call 516-922-WINE. Also tonight on E, Robin is the new boss. Don't miss tonight's episode where Robin Quivers is put in charge of the staff. Baba Booey instantly quits. Scott the engineer refuses to enter the studio. And lots of exclusive behind-the-scenes footage tonight on E. This Saturday night, King Norris Unplugged returns to Detour on 13th Street near First. And the Rainforest Foundation's 7th annual benefit concert. I still have more tickets to give away to that. It's on Friday, April 12th at Carnegie Hall. Featuring Sting and Elton John, James Taylor, Don Henley. For concert seats, call 212-247-7800. And for benefit tickets, call 212-245-6570. And if you're planning a wedding or party, you need a DJ, call Scott the Engineer's Rocket Entertainment at 718-BAG-5040. See you tomorrow.